China Labour Bulletin is a labor organization in Hong Kong, and we do many things. We have research and publications. We have a website that introduces people to some of the important labor issues in China. We also do a lot of public interest litigation. Litigation is something that's very important, but it's after the fact, after a labor grievance has already occurred. And the problem in China is that the scale of the problem is just huge, just really tremendously huge. So increasingly we're advocating for collective bargaining and workers' rights, and so that workers and employers can sit down and negotiate a better situation before labor rights grievances occur. Increasingly, I think we're finding that new media is one of the important ways that we can reach people in China. So there are things like Twitter, of course. By putting out our message and then also putting out our ideas, talking about individual cases, information about our cases and our ideas can then go out into the wider Chinese community and then get picked up by a lot of the domestic media, kind of the domestic mainstream media. Having people who really intimately understand the culture is crucial. For example, in China Labour Bulletin, we always try to use the rhetoric and the vocabulary, especially in our domestic media advocacy, that mainland scholars and mainland officials are comfortable with. So many times you can say the exact same, you can give out the exact same message, one in kind of a very international way that can sometimes sound a little condescending to Chinese audiences, or send it in the same way, the same message, but in a way that's palatable for Chinese audiences. Through cases and individual stories, I think you can really get people emotionally involved in what the case is about, and they can identify with the person. And then through understanding the case, they can then come to understand what the broader issues are. Sometimes I think if you just talk about the broad issues very abstractly, people kind of tend to lose focus and don't pay too much attention. So I think looking at concrete examples of real people is kind of the key to effective advocacy.